We are your Back to School Authority, and each week we're speaking with superintendents around the state to find out what school is going to look like town by town. Today, I'm joined by Dr. Enza Macri. She is the superintendent of Cromwell Public Schools. Thank you for being with us, Doctor.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here.
You're going with the hybrid model, right? So what's that going to look like? And I know sometimes parents are concerned about what about when they're home? Are they going to learn in the same way?
Yes, so we have selected the hybrid model to start off slowly. We will be in the hybrid model from the beginning of the school year, which is August 31st until September 24th. And then we plan to go full in person on September 28th, as long as the data and provides us that ability and that opportunity. So during a hybrid model, we have 50% of our students coming half the week, 50% coming the other half, and then on Wednesday, they will be all learning through distance learning, virtual learning from home.
And the distance learning is going to be more in touch with teachers than maybe what we saw in the spring, where it was a lot of times the parents doing all the work.
Yes, absolutely. Whether you've selected to be a remote learner and stay out for the period of time until you're ready to come back to school, or you're in the hybrid plan and you're attending school about 50% of the time, you will be having that FaceTime with a teacher. Then on the Tuesdays, if you're in hybrid A, then on Tuesdays, you will be given your assignments. If you need supports, you'll be getting the supports. Wednesdays, the teachers will be logged on all day teaching their classes, either doing whole group instruction or small group instruction. And that will be on a Wednesday. And then we go back to in-person for hybrid A on Thursday, and then in-person hybrid B on Thursday. So the students will be given assignments that they have to work on their own independently when they're not in school in person, but that'll only happen until September 28th.
Now, I know that this is difficult, change is difficult for the teachers, for the students, but do you see any silver linings between these smaller classes and maybe the one-on-one breakouts? Is there any part of what you're implementing that you actually think should stay beyond the pandemic?
Well, we've learned a lot about distance learning and how to, what we can do really well and what works really well with distance learning and being able to provide some differentiated instruction. But we've also learned what isn't that well, and which what we've known all along is that our students need to be in school with their teachers and with people that care about them. And they need to be able to have the socialization and all the extracurricular activities. So what we've learned over the past few months is just how important schools and teachers and staff members are in students' lives and the friendships that they've formed in all the extracurricular activities. However, we have learned how to provide distance learning and virtual learning in a much more sufficient way if we need to go back to full virtual learning.
Right. I know. Fingers crossed. I know the kids, a lot of them want to stay in school. So we hope everything works out. I know you've got a system to notify people if there's a case, and parents are going to be kept in. But you really want people to know that as many emails as we're getting, things change. So parents out there, they need to be reading those emails, and things could be changing a lot.
Yes, they change by the hour. And it really depends. We had 185 students staying home. It went up to 191. At today, we're at 200. So then we have to restructure who's teaching what. If a teacher is teaching virtually instead of live, we have to condense classrooms. So there is a lot of information that's coming out, and we're doing our best to communicate as quickly and efficiently as possible. However, I know it's overwhelming to everyone to read all of the communication that's coming home, but it is very, very important for people to do that.
Doctor, thank you. We're all getting a lesson in flexibility. Thank you so much for being with us.
That is true. Thank you.